This podcast will focus on Wired's article, Google Tweaks Buzz After Overblown Privacy Backlash. Buzz is Google's latest and biggest effort to move into the social networking sphere. But why did Google make Buzz in the first place? Though Google continues to add new features to their services, they already dominate the search market. But the growing trend of social networking sites, particularly the Microsoft-backed Facebook, has the search giant somewhat worried. This graph from Compete.com, a site which can be used to compare user traffic on different websites. As you can see, Google has gained some traffic to its site in the past year, but has remained fairly stagnant compared to Facebook. Additionally, Alexa.com reports that while users average about 10 minutes on Google, they spend more than 30 minutes on Facebook. This worries Google. Compete.com also showed that 13% of traffic to major web portals like Yahoo, MSN, and AOL came from Facebook. Google generated only 7%. To avoid being left behind, Google rolled out its newest service to the general public, Google Buzz. So what is Google Buzz? Google Buzz is a new way to share updates, photos, and videos, and more. Buzz uses the friends you've already made so you don't have to set anything up. You're automatically following the people you email and chat with the most. Similar to Facebook, you can post status messages, pull images from links you post, play online videos, and flip through photos. You can also connect to other sites like Picasa, Flickr, Google Reader, and Twitter and aggregate them into your Buzz account. That way, your followers can view all of your content from a single, unified application. All these features are pretty standard and can be found on Facebook, but Google does have a unique new feature. A Buzz layer has been added to the Google Maps application for smartphones. From the map, you can view who is buzzing near your location and see what's going on nearby at a glance. So now that we've given you the lowdown on Google Buzz, you may be wondering what the big deal is. It's a great service to compete with Facebook, and it's all set up for you. Users are automatically set up to follow the people they email and chat with the most. But that's exactly the heart of the problem: privacy. Google already knows your contacts from the people you email, but guess what? They keep statistics on who you contact. The list that Google automatically generates for you comes from these statistics, with absolutely no initial input from you whatsoever. Further, users will automatically enroll into Buzz's service. There wasn't even a yes/no question to answer.
Additionally, your public information from Google Reader and Picasa automatically became linked to your Buzz profile. There existed an option to disable Buzz, but it only disabled notifications to Gmail. Buzz was still running. The biggest concern, however, was not the auto-generation of your friends. The problem was that this information was public. It was available to anyone. Users became inflamed over their privacy and pointed out some very legitimate reasons why their lists should have been automatically private, such as the possibility of revealing sensitive information. In fact, a high-profile case involved the disclosure of a divorced woman's workplace and current partner to her abusive ex-husband. It took about a week for the initial release of Buzz for Google to respond to the public's complaints. Google admitted it was probably wrong to set up the service the way it was. The Electronic Privacy Information Center is officially asking federal regulators to find that Google has violated fair trade laws and require them to quit auto-generating follower lists. Google's updates have not yet stopped the generation of these lists. These lists are simply suggested to the user rather than being automatically followed. So what went wrong for Google? How did they botch the launch of a product that is the base for their social networking effort? Many analysts say the reason is that Google did not use their traditional invite-only launch method that has proven effective with Gmail, Google Voice, and Google Wave. This time, Google only tested the product internally, and so developed tunnel vision to its users.
So how did Google actually fix the problem? Google issued a series of updates to address the privacy concerns. Google originally made the assumption that people would want to have all their content from different sites aggregated into Buzz, but now Picasa and Google Reader are no longer auto-linked to a user's public profile. Google also made changes to the followers feature, including bigger notifications about public follower lists and the added ability to block someone trying to follow you. A Buzz tab was also added in Gmail to make it easier to turn on and off. Google was definitely wrong in the way they set up Buzz, and from this we can learn an important lesson. When a company sets up a new service, default settings should ultimately be left to the user's discretion. It's important to take this whole privacy issue with perspective. The whole issue, while important, could have been blown very much out of proportion by individuals who needed some publicity or page views. From all the uproar, you'd think Google had forcibly migrated all Gmail users to Google Wave. Also note that Google isn't the only service having these sort of problems. Anyone who has been using Facebook for a while should remember the public outcry after they flipped their privacy settings essentially inside out. Still, As Google expands, people may find themselves questioning the "do no evil" mantra Google has been flaunting. So in the end, it's potentially exciting to see that there is finally some competition out there for Facebook and Twitter.